Let's talk about Mount Everest. Mount Everest is the tallest mountain in the world. It stretches more than 29,000 feet above sea level. This makes it about the same height as 20 Empire State Buildings stacked on top of each other. That's tall. Mount Everest is located in Asia and is over 60 million years old. It is part of the Himalayan mountain range. The mountain continues to grow every year by about 4 millimeters. This may not seem like a lot, but it adds up over time.
This is Mount Everest. Does it look like a place you would like to visit? How would you react if you were invited to climb a mountain? Agree to do it? Say no way? Ask for more details? Some other way?
If you want to climb Mount Everest, you need to be in peak physical condition. You also need to save your pennies. It can cost over $75,000 to pay for your permit, personal guides, and gear.
This is a climber with his equipment. Does it look heavy?
People who are interested in climbing Everest must also prove they can afford to rent a helicopter in case they need to be rescued. Over the years, many hikers have been stranded on the mountain and needed to be airlifted out.
Helicopters are used to rescue stranded climbers. Would you enjoy being a helicopter pilot?
The wind at Mount Everest is intense. It can reach 175 miles per hour. However, the strong winds don't seem to blow away the trash on the mountain. There is a lot of waste on Mount Everest. Almost 50 tons of it have been left behind by climbers. Some climbers get help from local guides, called Sherpas, as they ascend the mountain. These guides are expert climbers and know the mountain inside and out. They have helped many climbers safely reach the summit. Climbing Mount Everest is very dangerous. Some perils include avalanches, hypothermia, frostbite, snow blindness, and altitude sickness. The climate can be severe. Temperatures can reach 76 degrees below zero. At this temperature, frostbite can occur in less than 5 minutes.
Would you be willing to do any of these activities in frigid weather? Hiking, sledding, skiing, walking a dog, other activities? People who climb Mount Everest pitch tents in the snow. Would you enjoy tenting in the snow?
It's important to climb a mountain slowly because of the high altitude. As the mountain gets higher, the air gets thinner. This makes it difficult to get enough oxygen. So climbers need to go at a slow pace to get used to the altitude change. Any person that climbs above 8,000 feet can get mountain sickness. This results from not enough oxygen getting to the brain. Mountain sickness can cause loss of appetite, headaches, severe fatigue, and difficulty walking. In some cases, people have even slipped into comas.
High altitude can cause headaches. What else can give you a headache? Loud noises, stress, the flu, hunger, other things?
Hundreds of people have died while climbing Mount Everest due to the harsh conditions. Thankfully, the number of deaths go down every year. This is due to improved gear and weather forecasting, and to more people climbing with experienced guides.
2 of these climbers died while climbing a mountain. Would you risk your life to climb Everest?
The first person to make it all the way to the summit of Mount Everest was Sir Edmund Hillary from New Zealand. A local guide named Tenzing Norgay led him on the expedition. They reached the summit on May 29, 1953. It took them 7 weeks to climb the mountain. Once Sir Edmund finished his trek to the top, he spent only 15 minutes at the summit. The air was too thin for him to stay longer. At least he had a few minutes to rest and take in the spectacular view.
This is the view from atop Mount Everest. Is this view worth a 40-day hike?
Over 5,000 people have reached the summit of Everest. The youngest person to do it was a 13-year-old boy. The oldest was an 80-year-old man. A local guide named Appa Sherpa has made it to the summit more times than anyone. He reached the summit 21 times before his 50th birthday.
Mount Everest attracts thrill seekers. Do you consider yourself a thrill seeker? Why or why not?
Mount Everest poses many risks to climbers. Still, every year, people take on the challenge. They climb Everest in part for boasting rights, but most importantly, they do it for the glorious view from the top.
This completes our story and discussion. Would you like to do this again sometime?